And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the only program that is by a fan, for the fan, and absolutely about you, the fan.
So are you Guy or Dee?
Ed Danowski.
You're not in Hawaii?
I wish.
To Mr. Gary Younger.
Hi, Dee.
Hey, sir, how are you?
And Brock, how are you doing?
Doing great, sir. Doing great. Honored to have you on the show.
You know, I had the privilege while I was in the forces, in the Canadian Armed Forces, to take the Stanley Cup to Afghanistan. Only hockey fans would deploy to Afghanistan where it's 105 to 135 degrees every day, and they'd take their hockey sweaters and play ball hockey. This is the year for the Leafs. The Leafs are going to win it all this year. One of the players down the line said, "You got to be kidding. The Taliban got a better chance of winning the cup."
Report. Yeah, that's right. It's preseason hockey, and this is season 4 of the Blue Note Fan Report, brought to you by the St. Louis Fan Report and the Fan Report Media Group. How are all of you doing? You like my mask? This can be yours. I got a bid of $1,000 on it. That's going to be the hold bid, so let's see if we can get that bid up. We'll talk about that more. Let's talk some hockey. Are you ready for the season to begin? I know I am. I'm checking out some things here right now. So we got Roland Spinks. Roland says, wrong one. Roland says, Sanford is gone. We made some cap space. That is the first thing that we're going to talk about today, the trade of Zack Sanford. Now, I'm getting beat up a little bit because I said that this was a major trade. A lot of people don't think it is a major trade. However, I think that they're missing something. And the reason that I think this is a major trade is because now you don't have Berube's pet is gone. And that's huge. Okay. This is the guy that Berube has consistently used, whether he played good or bad. And now he's gone. So does that signal a bit of a riff? To me, it does. I think this is bigger than people are making it out to be. And then we get Logan Brown with the number 11 overall pick the year that 5 St. Louisans went in the first round. Matthew Tkachuk and one other and Trent Frederickson went ahead of him. But you know what? This was a good pickup. We're now cap compliant. We have about $750,000, give or take, which leaves some room for one of our 2 PTO guys to be picked up. If you want to solidify the power play, you pick up, and I just went completely blank. I'll have to look at it here real quick. But you pick up, sorry, I'm fighting a bit of a cold, guys. So you pick up, God, why am I going so blank? You know, that really sucks when you know exactly what you want to say, but you went completely blank. And I know somebody out there knows who I'm talking about, and they're going to go, oh, ha, 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 we got Guy. He didn't know what he was talking about. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Well, you know what? No one watches the show anyway, so I don't care. We'll just keep on talking. I did send Rob a link. I don't know if he's going to be there. Got a lot going on with his move. And James Neal. That's right. I couldn't. I just went straight out. James Neal. If you want the power play solidified, you pick up James Neal. If you want to solidify the penalty kill, Michael Froelich. Mike was with Montreal last year, but was basically a healthy scratch during their playoff run. Concerns me a bit, but you know what? He does know he is a penalty kill guy. 13 goals. Both of them have 13 years for Neal and 15 years for Froelich. You know, you kind of just go with what you got there. But I think either one of them could be a solid veteran presence. Let's go on. We got Ashley saying, hello, Guy Benson. Let's go Blues. Hello, Ashley. Great to see you. Where we go here? I'm lost. Okay. Hey, guys, I'm trying my best. Do not share this in Everything Blues. I already did. I think I did too. Ryan Green, finally, something I can focus on. Glad to see the Blue Note Fan Report and NHL back in action. Hey, you know, this is going to be a hard game to watch. I have it on a quote-unquote streaming service. Hopefully it's going to be there. Ryan Green says the $500 mask with guys spit on it. Actually, it's $1,000 now. So I did get an upbid. Marianne is here. She says, I am. Chris Shockley saying, hockey time. How's my teammate Chris Shockley doing, man? I miss you guys. Brad Pond, the St. Louis Caps set a new franchise record with 15 consecutive wins. Yes, they did. That is great news. I figured you did. He says he's here. Ryan Green says 2022 pick. If Brown doesn't play 30 games, yeah, a fourth round pick, a conditional one. It was a good trade. And hey, now there are 5 of us in here. You have views. Actually, we're sitting about 10 people right now. I think the highest I've ever been is in the 70s. I think I got into that area one time, but you know what? This isn't for the guys that aren't watching. This is for the ones that are. If you're watching, let's go. We got Blues Fan React saying, what's up? Hey, my son. Hey, my son, how you doing, my buddy, my pal, my friend? It is hockey time. We are back. The Blue Note Fan Report is back. And yes, I still have a busted arm. You notice the jersey I'm wearing? This is my jersey from the fantasy camp. Thought I'd wear that today. You know, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a fun time. Let's talk about the article that I've released. We've released a couple of articles lately. I released one on camp, and then I released one today about the trade. Now, there's something going on with this game today that I hope a lot of people are paying attention to. And now preseason, let's get this out straight. If they get blown out 8-0, I'm more worried about what Dusso and the other goalie did, not what the guy. I want to see how the team gels. And especially the top line, right? The top line. That is the line that I want to see how it gels. The top line, and let me bring it up here real quick. Top line is Saad, Thomas, and Tarasenko. And I like this line. Now, this isn't a throwaway line. They've actually talked about how in preseason, this line was gelling. These guys were talking. Berube had a quote on it. If you go to the article I just wrote about the trade, it's the article's name is Game On 2021-22. Who's open preseason with major trade? And yes, I'm going to stick by that. I think this is a major trade because it does shake something up. That's how I feel. The second line is interesting. Second line is Barbashev, Colston, and Froelich. That could be a beat up line. Let's see how they handle. The third line, Neighbors, Bozak, and Neal. I like this line a lot. I got to tell you, I like these 4 lines. I know this is preseason. I know most of you guys aren't going to be here, but it gives them a chance. You have Clifford, Joshua, and Torpacheco on the last line. Joshua and Torpacheco were part of the prospect tournament. I watched all 3 games of the prospect tournament very deeply, and I got to tell you, while I didn't get to see the stats, those guys look pretty good. I was pretty impressed by them. There was one guy that played there that I was really impressed with that did not get picked up by the Blues, and it really upsets me. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So on defense, you have Wallman and Parayko. I like this, except Wallman doesn't deserve to be that high up. You have Bortuzzo and Prunovic. I would actually rather see Prunovic up there with Parayko to start with. And then you have Santini and Galloway. Husso's in net. He's going to do the first 2 periods with Charlie Lindgren taking the third. So we'll see how that kind of goes. It goes a bunch of different ways, So what you're looking for here, this isn't a win or loss game. And I hope everybody understands this. This is not a win or loss game in any way, shape, or form, right? This is a game where you want to see how players perform. You want to see how Tarasenko's shoulder is. You want to see if he can get hit. You want to see how he does with Saad and Thomas, right? Now that Sanford is gone, the whipping boy is gone, Thomas has a chance to really step up and be the player a lot of us think he can be. He can be that number 2 center. He really can. I actually would have liked to seen Barbashev get more center time with that line, but I'm okay with him getting that second line center with who he's getting. You look at him getting centering Fourick and Costin. I want to see how him and Costin work together. And I want to see Costin not commit penalties and make stuff happen down in the offensive zone. The other thing that we're looking for today, this is something that we did not have last year. We did not have a net front presence, right? Everybody knows this. It's something that we really want to see is that net front presence. So that's something that we're going on. So, hey, guys, remember, this show is about you. It doesn't work without you. I need your comments about what I'm talking about. Keep going. Yes, I know there's a delay, but I got to have it. Without you guys, it just doesn't go anywhere, man. It doesn't work. It's just me talking, and a lot of people think I'm an idiot. So it does not work very well when an idiot is talking. So I need your help. I need your awareness. I need your comments and all of that to help me produce a better show. So what else have we got, guys? What have you got for me? What are you thinking about? Oh, big news today. Well, okay, the Blues touted a pretty big major announcement, and the major announcement, which was broke about an hour and a half ahead of time, was that Armstrong had been extended. Well, we found out Armstrong's been extended for 5 years. Okay, I have good things to say about that. I have bad things to say about that. First of all, Armstrong, the trade today, that was a good one, I think. I think that it moves things in a better direction. But at the same time, I think there's some negativity behind this. And one of the things that Armstrong has is a aversion to guys like me. He does not like guys like me. He doesn't think that we're real media, and he doesn't give us a chance. Well, I have an issue with that. And I'm allowed to have an issue with that. That's all they were there. The video has a nice vintage look to it, and you're using different equipment are you? No, actually, I'm using the same equipment, but I'm just kind of in a different place. If I'd had my green screen, I'd had my regular backing, but as some of you know, I have to move, and being that I have to move, I can't really set up my system the way it was before. So once I get moved, it will be there. Joshua, welcome, says I can't say I'm going to miss Sanford, and a lot of people on this show aren't. This show, you guys were calling for Sanford Head right from the beginning, early last year. A lot of you called him a traffic cone and other things, and that's why I have this deep feeling that him being gone is helpful to the Blues. Hey, I want to say thank you to Marianne Holmes, Noel Buckingham, Anthony Davis, and Dre Montez, putting those thumbs in the air on YouTube or on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. I'm getting views on, let's see, it looks like I'm getting views on YouTube, a couple of views on YouTube, a couple of views on Facebook, but nothing on Twitter. Oh, Twitter, where are you? Let me make sure that it's working on Twitter. Why do we not have Twitter today? I know it should be working. I know it should be there. I didn't see it on another On the other day that I did it, I didn't see it there. Oh, no, it's there. And it says 0 viewers. So there you go. That's why I've got it. No, it's there, but nobody's watching. Oh, no, well. Hey, that's on you guys. What is the salary of Logan Brown? I really don't know. I think he's on a 2-way contract. Let me kind of look that up. That's a good question. I do know that we are now cap compliant. We have about 780,000 somewhere in there on the salary cap. It is something to work with. We have 731,000. And there's the other thing is Sanford's going to start on the IR. Some of these guys could move a little bit. I do look at that. So let me see if I can find Brown here real quick. Let's see if I can blow this up so I can see it a little bit better. Okay. They might have him down here as a non-rostered guy. Here we go. Logan Brown is making 750,000. So we saved 1.25 million or 1.25 million or so on Sanford, and this is he's a minor league guy, so the money just comes off the books, and that I think that works. I really do. I'm pretty excited about that. Now he's an RFA, so we have his rights next year. His dad is Jeff Brown, the former Blue. The former Blue. Actually, he was a member of my team at the alumni camp, and his name is on that. His name's on that mask that I have. So that's where I'm at. Marianne is asking, could we get Matthew? No. Well, yes, we could get Matthew, but the problem is Matthew doesn't want to play in St. Louis. Right? Brady does. I actually think Brady would be the better get. And right now, yes, that is true, Chris. I just talked about that. We got Brown's kid. Let's just think about the first of all, we don't have the money, right? And I'll tell you this. I don't think Tarasenko is going anywhere. Anywhere. And if you're one of those guys that says, trade Tarasenko, he's a bum, blah, 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 blah. Think about this. This is a guy that can and probably will score between 30 and 40 goals. Do you want, first of all, if you trade him, where are the goals coming from? That's the one thing about everybody that's said trade him hasn't answered. Where are the goals coming from? Are you going to get a 30-goal scorer back? And I don't think so. I do not think so. That's right there. If you're not going to get a 30-goal scorer back, where are the goals going to come from? This is not an offensive team. We need to understand that unless Berube shows some changes, and that's really what I'm hoping for. I'm absolutely hoping that we see a lot more offensive-minded play. I don't mind the defense. I really don't. But when you're you got to play offense. This game, you don't win 0-0. It doesn't happen. You have to score goals. You have to score goals. See, now Ashley is saying Perron, ORR, and Buchnevich. Okay, so you want an extra 40 goals from those three guys, right? So let's go look at what those guys have produced. And I'm with you. I see what you're saying. You say all three are capable of 30 goals. Well, that might be true, but they have to get 30 more goals total because you're losing 30 goals. So let's look at Perron, O'Reilly, and Buchnevich at what they're at. So let me pull them up here real quick. That's one of the great things about having the NHL media site that I have. I can pull up stats really quickly. So let's first pull up Buchnevich, the new guy, right? We're going to pull up Buchnevich. Where are you at, Buchnevich? Pavel Buchnevich. Here we go. We're going to pull him up, and we're going to look at his stats over the last few seasons. Now with the Rangers, a semi-offensive team, right? He scored 20 goals, 16 goals, 21 goals, and 14 goals. Are you going to get an extra 10 goals out of him? So that's what you need first from him. You need 10 more goals. And now, okay, now let's go back. So that 20 was in a 54-game season. So, yeah, so, okay, you could get, let's say, 5. So do you need 5 more? What are you going to get in an 82-game season? He's never played an 82-game season. That's something to look at. The most he's played was in 17-18 with the Rangers. He played 74 games, had 14 goals, 29 assists. He's a plus-minus. Last year, so he's a plus-minus 7 for his career. I mean, okay, Ashley, I'm with you that he could get you those 10 goals. He could get you 10 more. I'm okay. So there's 10. I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm okay with that 10. So let's now go look at the captain, O'Reilly. Let's see what O'Reilly is going to do for us. Number 90. Where are you hiding, O'Reilly? Here we go. Ryan O'Reilly, number 90. And his last couple of seasons, let's look here. So he got 24 last year. Good. That puts him at 30. I'll give that 30. So 12, 28, 24, 20, 21, 17, 28. And those were with Colorado and Buffalo. Well, okay. So, Ashley, I think you're right. You could. So there's 20 of your goals. Now, that's possibly 20 of your goals. Now, here's the other thing. Perron. What is Perron going to give you? So let's go check that out. Ashley, you bring up good points. I'm with you here. So Perron. Now, Perron has come forward the last couple of years. I will say that. He has blossomed his last few years in St. Louis. He has done an amazing job. So he got you 19 last year, 25, 23, 16, 18. Okay. So to be honest with you, Ashley, yes, I think he could be a 30. So there's your 30 goals. Okay, great. But you know what? I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball on you, right? I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball on you. We already got those guys. So you're still losing. Your goals that you're gaining are guys you already had. That's what you needed. You're still losing 30 goals. You're losing Tarasenko. You need someone to replace Tarasenko's productivity. Not the guys you already have, who you bring in. Does that kind of make sense? OEF Infidel, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, how you doing? What else I got here? You also get Cairo. Okay, but let's see what Cairo can do. I think there could be a sophomore jinx there. Our teams and the Rangers are different. I agree without that. Mary says she's excited for him. I'm not sure who she's talking about. Joshua says, I hope Tank says healthy, but I got his back. I hope he does too. And I just, I don't want Vladdy to go. However, he's not our only scorer. No, he's not our only scorer. But he's still production. And in trading him, you lose that production. The production, and that's the kind of the thing. The production you're getting from the other guys, you add that to his 30 or 40, and you go, wow, now we have a team that can be offensive. And that's what I'm looking for. That's absolutely what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a team that can be offensive. Not sure what you guys are. Oh, Saad. Well, I really hope that Saad comes through, but you know what? Saad's an older player. Now look at this. The President's Cup winning team didn't want him back. Ashley, Sundqvist coming back. I don't think Sundqvist is going to be back till sometime in November. So we're a little down the road. Hey, Jordan, how are you doing today? Welcome back. All right. We're not sure. We're kind of not, so I'm not sold on Saad yet. I know a lot of people are. I'm just not. We'll kind of see. Now we do have, We'll see. I'm not sold there yet. And that's, you know, some people sit there and say that I'm being anti-Blues. No, I'm not being anti-Blues. I'll tell you what I am being, though, is I'm being critical and I'm being a realist. I'm looking at the things that I see and how I interpret them. So that's what you're getting from me. I don't think Vladdy gets traded until after Sonny is back. And again, I hope he doesn't go. I don't think he's getting traded at all. I really don't. Talked to one of the beat writers, and he came back and said, it looks like the Blues are trying to, the Blues are trying to mend fences with him. That's huge. That's huge. Actually, I think that's even bigger news than the other news today. And the reason that I think it is because this is a team that has been just negative Tarasenko, and they welcome the negative press. Haven't done anything to quell it. Yet, here comes Vladdy. And people who I've heard a couple of guys who say, oh my God, they're the greatest Blues fans in the world. Go, oh, did you hear his conference, what he said? I'm just here to do my job. I'm just going to get, you know what? That's exactly what I want him to say. If you take a negative from that, you got it wrong, right? Because I know I had a private conversation with him, and I know how he feels. He's going to give the guys in that locker room his all. I absolutely believe that. I saw it. I saw it in practice. Which is funny that practice got closed right after that. But I tell you what, I saw it in practice. Right? And it wasn't until, and now I had actually live streamed a couple of other practices and it wasn't until Vladdy was at practice that it got closed. So I know that Vladdy had something, that him being there had something to do with it. I love Vladdy for real, and I'm wearing his jersey currently. Well, I think that's great, Ashley. I really do. I'm actually wearing a Plager jersey. That's the one that they gave us for the camp. All of them had number 5. It was really hard to call the camp games with everybody having the same number, but that's the way that cookie crumbles. Right? I'm looking forward to the game. I want to see what we can see. I know that there's going to be some issues. Oh, Roland's wearing my shirt. Oh, I love it, Roland. Hey, don't forget, you can buy STL Fan Report shirts and BlueNote Fan Report shirts. We got a combination shirt. I think it looks really good. Go start it. It's not that expensive, $20. Go out there, get it, and make and look good. I think we did a good job on it. We might add some more colors later, but we'll see how it goes. Game is about 5 minutes or so away. Ashley said she wore that shirt yesterday. I appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you so much. I'm keeping an eye on the streaming service I'm using. Once the Blues kind of pop open available, I will go there. I'm probably going to be a couple minutes behind, so for the intermissions, look for me to be a little behind. Intermissions are 17 minutes, so they're going to be quick. But we'll talk about what I see. I'll talk about my notes and what we've got. I'm happy that hockey's back. Are you happy hockey's back? Right? Are you happy the BlueNote Fan Report's back? If you are, let people know. Right? This is the season for the BlueNote Fan Report. This is the make or break season, to be honest with you. Either we grow or we go away. And that's all there is to it, right? The amount of energy and time that I have to put into it, it's a do or die season. Hey, Shockley, send me a text and I'll tell you a way that you should be able to watch it. Oh, Ashley wants to know if she wants to hop on. You know what, Ashley? Absolutely. I'll send you the link when I make it. We'll have you come on and talk. I would love that. I'd absolutely love that. Right? So we're just about there. You guys can kind of keep me on. So this game so you can only watch this game if you're in the St. Louis area or you're using some type some type of what do you call it? Oh, a mystical. Do they keep Huso or bring up one of the new boys? Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, I say Huso because none of the new guys did anything in that tournament, right? One of them had a pretty good game, and I got to think of it here in a second. He's not playing today. It was Ellis. Colton Ellis had a pretty good game, but he was the only one, right? Ryan says he uses legal sites to watch the game. I will try and send it. It kind of gets hard. I'll send you the thing, but there'll be a space. You'll take the space out. Put it that way, all right? So I just posted it here. If you take that space out, it should come up and you should be able to use it. That's what I'm using. Let me double check. Yeah. That's where I'm at, and that's what I'm using. It doesn't look like the Blues game has come on yet. And right now, Toronto and Montreal are in the second period, and it is 1-0 Toronto. Been a good game so far. I've enjoyed watching it. And between the NHL Network and the streaming service, I'm about 30 seconds behind on the streaming service. So not too bad. I can kind of deal with that. Okay, guys. So that's all I got for now, unless you've got something. You say you love Saad having 20. Any thoughts on Saad wearing 20? I got no issue with that. You know, numbers don't mean anything to me, really, right? I love when guys take number. You know what? Because it helps. To me, it helps the jersey itself, right? I showed it right. If you look, you should be able to see it on the screen, Noel. And hey, Noel, welcome. I really appreciate it. And hey, Noel, when is the fan report going to get some advertising from Buckingham Pest Control? I didn't get to talk to you about it when I was in St. Louis because you were your wife had cut her hand really bad and I didn't want to do it, and you had all your friends there. But I'd really like to make that happen. You know, I don't think so. If you look at what who is it? Boston, the Celtics have done. They have the numbers up in the rafters, but they still use a lot of them. Right? They honor them. They don't completely retire them. And I see that happening a lot. Right now, the only other number that I see that needs to be retired is number 7. And I think that sounds good. Maybe I'll give you a call this week, Noel. Right? Chris says I'm camping, so I'm listening and drinking and being a pyro. Oh, I appreciate it. You know what? Next time I get home, Chris, we're going out fishing, man. When I don't have this damn thing on, we're going out fishing. All right. I think the number 7 needs to be honored, and I think you get that in a couple of different ways, especially with Red, with Gary Unger, and I forget who the other two were, Keith Kachuk, you know, and there was one more, I can't remember who he was, but you do that and you honor it that way. I think that would be a really, really good thing to do. Well, we're almost at game time. I will see you at some type of intermission. I love each and every one of you. Have a great day. See you at intermission. Make sure you tell all your friends about the Blue Note Fan Report. And please share the articles. Share the articles on the STLFanReport.com. If those articles get read, the STL Fan Report makes money. The STL Fan Report makes money. I can stay on the air. That's simply it. So this is Guy saying aloha, mahalo. You got to know that I'm bleeding blue with you, and I can't wait to see you. It's not on Bally yet, so maybe I'll wait a few minutes. Right? Caught a mess of crappie today, man. I haven't been crappie fishing for a long, long time, buddy. You know what? We're going fishing when I get home next time. We're figuring it out. All right? I'll tell you what, I'd love to go winter fishing. I haven't done that in a long time, and I actually enjoyed it. I know you can't, you know, you don't have to actually ice fish in Missouri, but you can fish in the winter. And in some of the good lakes in Missouri, you can get some good pike and muskie. And that's some fun fishing. Got to tell you. Right? Got to tell you. Well, guys, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, saying aloha, Mahalo, and I'll see you at the first intermission. Aloha, guys. I'm Bleeding Blue with you.